Hey guys, it's Keeley, and today I'm going to be doing my October reading wrap-up. This month I read 6 wonderful books, and I'm very excited to share them with you, and I'm very proud of myself because October is a very busy month in the college world, so 6 books is absolutely wonderful, so let's get on into it. The first book I read the month of October was The Unbecoming of Dyer by Michelle Hodkin. This is the first book in this trilogy, and I read this because I was a co-host of the Dyer read-along, read-a-thon thing that was going on throughout the month of October, and I'm so glad I finally picked this up. If you don't know, this follows a girl named Dyer who wakes up in the hospital and this accident happened and it killed all of her friends. She was the only survivor, but the problem is she doesn't remember any of it. And they move away because things are too hard for her to be in that place where all her friends were, and now they're not there. And some creepy, weird things start happening. She's a very unreliable character, or narrator, which is a lot of fun. But yeah, it's very spooky and perfect for the month of October, and I just found it so interesting, and I absolutely love Noah Shaw. We share the same birthday, so that's very exciting. But Noah was just so amazing, and I did really love the story. I think this was actually my favorite one in the trilogy, and I gave it 5 out of 5 stars. The next book I read was The Evolution of Dyer by Michelle Hodkin, which is book 2 in this trilogy, and I really did enjoy this one. And this one, I can't explain much because it is a sequel, but things really started to pick up, and you started finding out different mysteries that were presented in the first book, and so it was just like real speedy, and it was still like leaving you with questions and you were like, what's going on? This is insane. And it just kept you on the edge of your seat, and it was so good, and I gave it 4 out of 5 stars. The next book I obviously gave 5 out of 5 stars because that is Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets by J.K. Rowling, illustrated by Jim Kay. And oh my goodness, guys, the illustrations just keep getting better and better. I absolutely loved it. It truly is a whole different reading experience from reading it however many times you've read it before. The illustrations are so beautiful. I'm not going to show any just because personally I like to see the illustrations for the first time as I'm reading it, and so I don't want to show you just in case you're the same way. But once again, it was just so amazing, and I'm just so thankful that this is a thing. The next book I read was The Retribution of Dyer by Michelle Hodkin, and this is the 3rd and final book in the Dyer trilogy. This one kind of took a different turn than I was expecting. It was more science fiction than mystery, thriller, suspense, but it was still really good and still kept you on the edge of your seat because you didn't know what was going to happen next. But I gave it around 3.5 to 4 stars. It was still really good, but probably my least favorite in the trilogy. The next book I read was so amazing, and that is Gemena by Amy Kaufman and Jay Kristoff. This is book 2 in the Illuminae Files trilogy, I believe, and it was just as good as the first one, if not better. This is a science fiction series, and in the first one, Illuminae, we follow 2 characters who are breaking up, and as they are going through this breakup, their planet gets attacked. So they end up going on this spaceship and trying to flee from the people that are attacking them. But this disease starts breaking out, and it makes people kill everyone, and so it's really intense and really crazy. Now this book follows 2 different characters, and they are on the station that the Illuminae people are trying to go to for safety, but then craziness starts breaking out on this ship, and the bad people end up getting on their spaceship and try to take over, and it's just so insane. The female characters in these books are so powerful and just independent and so amazing. I really loved the male character Nick who was in this. I gave it 5 out of 5 stars. I might even like it better than Illuminae, which I absolutely loved. I cannot wait for the next book because this is one of the best, most flawless series I've ever read. And this last book I finished on the last day of October, and that is Grace in Style, The Art of Pretending You Have It by Grace Helbig. Grace is a really popular YouTuber, if you don't know. She does comedy and she's really funny. So I read this book and it was right up her humor. This was exactly who she is in a book. I gave it 3 stars because sometimes she's funny to me and sometimes she's not, and then other parts I just kind of wanted to skip over. But yeah, it was really great, and if you are a fan of Grace Helbig, I definitely recommend it. I also wanted to mention one last book that I read in October, but I'm not counting it towards my Goodreads goal. But I finished the Bible in the month of October. I've been doing a 365-year chronological order Bible plan thing that I started last October, and so this October I finished it. So I completed the entire Bible, which is such a huge milestone for me, so I was very excited about it. So I thought I would mention it in my wrap up, but I am not putting it as my Goodreads goal. So these are all the books I read in the month of October. I really enjoyed all of them. Let me know down below what your favorite book of the month of October was. And thank you so much for watching. As always, all my social media links will be down below, and I'll see you next time. Bye!